Well, I'm giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahakadash, double honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who have taught us, who rule well and deserve double honors, as is said in Timothy. I never used to know where that comes from, but that's from First Timothy, something and something. I think about chapter verse 14 or something. First Timothy, yeah. So they're done just so good to bring this truth out, man. Because I remember back in the day, I used to think they was crazy. I used to walk past them, I'd hear them shouting in the street. Didn't really used to listen, but somehow their persistence finally got through. So we have to remember that we should keep pushing this truth, keep saying the same thing, because even, the what can I say, charity, being forgiven, giving that patience, hopefully that patience, Lord will extend that patience onto us as well, our patience that we've been having with the people who don't seem to be getting it, but we keep on pushing, we keep on telling them. Obviously, if someone doesn't want to listen, you just wipe the dust off your feet, but at the same time, like maybe there's someone new that's there to listen. So we need to keep pushing, keep trying with people in general, and not give up, because the Lord never gave up on us. In fact, it says in the scriptures, that what is it? that something like the sun will stop rising before, it'll be a cold day in hell. Really roughly paraphrasing, before the Lord forsakes Israel. He's never going to forsake Israel. He's always going to think of a plan, because the Lord is true to his word, and he's promised that from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's given us that promise, even to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And although we were such bad, what's the word of, not the answer of descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, even though we've been such, like, gone off in so many different ways, like our culture, we've gone after other gods, we've done everything, but eating unclean things, acting in an uncleanly way, foul mouth, everything. Although, Paul said he's rude of speech, but although we've gone off in so many different ways, the Lord has kept true to his word, and he has, or Yahweh has kept true to his word, and has kept on making a way for us, because his word, he says in the Bible and the scriptures that his word shall not come back void. When he says something, he says what he means, and he means what he says, man. Like, it ain't something that he just takes back, And even so, it says I think in Genesis around chapter 4, I think with Noah, he said that the Lord, regretted at some point creating man, but his word shall stand. What I mean? So, like, what he said is what he said, and what he said is what's going to happen. Anyway, with regards to that, I just maybe not with that much regard to that. I just want to show you that another proof that the new moon is not the full moon. It's the new moon is when the moon is completely dark. This is Sirach 43:8. The new moon shares the character of its name, increasing wonderfully as it changes. The full moon can't increase. What what will a full moon increase to? It don't make sense. This is a Seba, I don't even know who that is, but see, the new moon shares the character of its name, increasing wonderfully as it changes. A full moon can't increase. What do you increase to be more than full? You can't be more than full. Has the moon ever overflown? It doesn't make sense. A signal on high for armies shining in the vault of the sky. Let's see another translation. I'm going into some weird translations now. This is Septuagint. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing. So the new moon signifies, again, the start of the month. So you're getting a clue from, like, looking at all these different translations. Good News Translation, the month is named. Let's see what else. We'll see what the King James saying. The month is named. Let's see the New International. They got it. Forget about the Catholic Bible. Revised Standard Version. The month is named. Always the same. Trying to get money now. Asking for subscriptions. Recent translations. Good News Translation. Let's see that. The month is named. So it's the Seba that broke it down. The New Moon, Common English Bible with Apocrypha, Good News Translation, Septuagint, New Revised Standard Version. The New Moon, again, as its name suggests, renews itself. How marvelous it is in its change, a beacon to hosts on high. So you can see that everybody's agreeing that it's the new moon and it's the start of the month. Apart from IUIC, you got to give it up, man. You got to give it up. Like, I get it. Like, it's okay. And RSA. No, that's the New Revised Standard Version. It's okay to be to take it L and say you're wrong. You were wrong. You know what I mean? It's not. The focus should be on spreading the correct word, not on your ego. Third Millennium Bible. The month is named after her name. Carrying on. So that's really all I wanted to bring out. This is just further proof that the new moon is the full moon. All the different translations are in agreement. Let's see that fucked up Catholic version. I'll probably say something stupid. Oh, I can't see it now. Oh yeah. The month is called after her name. So it's saying that I should read a bit more. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven, the beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, an ornament giving light in the highest places of the Lord. At the commandment of the Holy One, they will stand in their order, never faint in their watches. Look upon the rainbow and praise him that made it. Very beautiful it is in the brightness thereof. It compasseth the heaven about with a glorious circle, and the hands of the Most High have bended it. You know, and they say a rainbow looks like a circle from the sky. Like if you see a rainbow, if you're flying in a plane, you see a rainbow, it's going to be a complete ring. Now, how they knew that's another thing. By his commandment he maketh the snow to fall apace, and sendeth swiftly the lightnings of his judgment. Through this treasures are opened, and clouds fly forth as fowls. By his great power he maketh the clouds firm, and the hailstones are broken small. At his sight the mountains are shaken, and at his will the south wind bloweth. The noise of the thunder maketh the earth to tremble, so doth the northern storm and the whirlwind. As birds flying he scattereth the snow, and the falling down thereof is as the lighting of grasshoppers. The eye marvelleth at the beauty of the whiteness thereof, and the heart is astonished at the raining of it. The hoarfrost also as salt he poureth on the earth, and being congealed it lieth on the top of sharp stakes. When the cold north wind bloweth, and the water is congealed into ice, it abideth upon every gathering together of water, and clotheth the water as with a breastplate. It devoureth the mountains, and burneth the wilderness, and consumeth the grass with fire. By him, going down to verse 26, by him the end of them hath prosperous success, and by his word all things consist. So look, nothing's popping without the Lord, man. We may speak much and yet come short. Wherefore in sum he is all. How shall we be able to magnify him? For he is great above all his works. And that's true. Like, you can't give anything to the Lord, because everything is consistent of him. He already owns everything. Do you know what I mean? He created your body. Everything, every breath, every hair in your head, says in the scriptures, is accounted for. So what can you give him that you don't? You can't give someone. It's a bit like when, I don't know, your mum gives you, like when you're a kid, the mum gives you some money to buy her birthday present, some nonsense like that. You can't give to somebody that already has everything. But all we can do is praise him. And by praising him, we mean acknowledging the amazing things that he's done for us. Do you know what I mean? Because if you can't give, at least you can be grateful. Damn it, you know what I mean? Is that too much to ask? To acknowledge the person who gave you life, by whom all things consist. Anyway, this wasn't about that. It was meant to be the moon. The new moon is is not the full moon. The new moon increases, and then you can't increase that which is full. Anyway, with that, I'd like to say shalom.